So let's learn and enjoy mathematics.
Our lesson is about multiplication of radicals. In multiplication of radicals, in multiplying radicals of the same order or the same index, nth root of x, this could be our radicand, while n is our index. In a given example, that is the nth root of x times the nth root of y. So we have the same index, that is n, so nth root, and multiply the radicand x times y. How about the second example? That is a nth root of x times b nth root of y. Multiply outside the radicals, so that is a times b. So we have the same index, that is n, and we need to multiply the radicand, so nth root of x times y. In example number 1, square root of 6 times square root of 15. We have the same index, so we can multiply now. The square root of 6 times 15, that is exactly equal to 90. Afterwards, think a factor of 90 to be able to simplify the radicals. So the factor of 90 having the perfect square, that is equal to 9 times 10. Square root of 9, that is exactly equal to 3, that is perfect. While square root of 10, that is not perfect, let us copy. So the final answer is 3 square root of 10. And example number 2, 2 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 8. So first, we need to multiply outside the radical. So that is copy 2, copy 3. And then we have the same index. So that is the square root of 2 times 8. So 2 times 3, let us multiply. That is equal to 6. 2 times 8, the answer is equal to 16. And the square root of 16 is exactly equal to 4. So copy 6. Square root of 16, that is 4. 6 times 4, the answer is equal to 24. How about number 3? Square root of 18xy cubed times square root of 48x squared. First, we need to simplify square root of 18xy cubed. So, to be able to simplify, think a factor of 18 having the perfect square. So, that is 9 times 2. So, x that is not perfect, let us copy. The perfect of y cubed, that is y squared, sobra isa. Because 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. How about the simplifier for the square root of 48x squared? So the square root of 48, the factor having the perfect square, that is 16 times 3. So perfect yung x squared, so let us copy. So let us simplify now. The square root of 9, that is equal to exactly equal to 3. And then y squared, that is equal to y. Because 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. And then square root of 2, copy, square root of x, and square root of y. In the second one, square root of 16, that is exactly equal to 4. And then square root of x squared, that is x. And then we have no value for the square root of 3. So right now, we can multiply outside the radicand. So that is 3y times 4x. So outside the radical sign. So 3 times 4, the answer is 12. And then y times x, that is equal to x times y. And then we have the same index. So that is the square root of 2 times 3. The answer is 6. And then x, and then y. So the final answer is 12xy, square root of 6xy. How about number 4? 2 cube root of 4 plus 5 cube root of 6. First, we need to multiply outside the cube root. So 2 times 5, the answer is 10. So we have the same index. So it means 4 times 6, the answer is cube root of 24. So bring down 10. And then think a factor of 24 having the perfect cube. So the perfect cube, that is 8. So cube root of 24 divided by 8, the answer is 3. 8 times 3, that is equal to 24. Bring down 10, and then cube root of 8 is exactly equal to 2. We have no exact value for the cube root of 3, so let us copy. 10 times 2, that is 20, and then copy cube root of 3. So the final answer is 20 cube root of 3. What if in multiplying radicals having different indices but the same radican? So x is our radican and then n is our index. So different indices and same radican, we also multiply. So how? So in the given, that is a nth root of x to the p times b mth root of x to the p. So we may multiply outside the radical sign. So that is a times b. While we have different indices. So despite we have different indices multiply, so that is mn or nm root of, so that is x raised to mp plus x raised to np. Or if you combine, that becomes x raised to mp plus np. In the given example, that is the square root of 2 times the cube root of 2. We have different indices but same radicand. First, we need to copy the base of the square root of 2, that is 2. And then the exponent of 2 is 1 over 2. While the second one, cube root of 2, so the radicand, that is 2, that becomes the base. So 1 over 3. So we have different exponent but same base. So right now we can combine, so we can add. So that becomes 2 to the 1 half plus 1 third. So 1 half plus 1 third. So 1 half plus 1 third, let us see what could be the LCD. The LCD of 2 and 3, that is equal to 6. So bring down 2, and then the LCD, that is 6. So it means 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 1, that is 2. So 3 plus 2, the answer is equal to 5, and our denominator, that is equal to 6. So 5 over 6. So right now, if we put inside the radical sign, that becomes 6 root of 2 to the 5th power. 2 to the 5th is our radicand, and our denominator, that could be our index. So 6 root of 2 to the 5th power. So 2 to the 5th power, that is 6 root of 32. So the final answer is 6 root of 32. And example number 6 is square root of 2 times the cube root of 4. First, we need to copy the radicand, that is 2 to the 1 over the index 2. While here, cube root of 4, 4 to the 1 over 3. And then copy 2 to the 1 half. And then to make it same radicand, so that is 2 square. So 2 square, the answer is 4. Copy 1 third. So we have the same radicand now. So let us copy the base. The base is 2. And then copy 1 half. 2 times 1, that is 3. So we can combine now because we have same base. So 1 half plus 2 over 3. To be able to combine 1 half plus 2 third, the LCD is 6. So copy 2. The LCD is 6. 6 divided by 2, that is equal to 3 times 1 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 2, 4. So 3 plus 4, that is equal to 7, and copy the denominator, 6. So kung titignan nyo dito, that becomes, kung paghihiwalay natin, that is 2 raised to 6 over 6. Yung sobra, isa. And then 2 raised to 6 over 6, that is equal to 1. So 2 to the 1, or that is equal to 2. While 2 to the 1 over 6, that becomes the 6th root of 2. So the final answer is 2, 6th root of 2. In multiplication of radicals, binomial radicals can be multiplied by applying distributive property of algebraic expression. So x is our radical and n is our index. In the given example, that is the quantity a plus b times the quantity c minus d. So it means using the distributive property or the FOIL method, a times c, that is equal to ac. A times negative d, that is negative ad, and then b times c, that is bc, and then positive b times negative d, that is negative bd. So we need to distribute. So the solution is distributive property of algebraic expression or the FOIL method. So first, outer, inner, and then last. An example for number 7, 2 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 3. First, we need to multiply outside. So 2 times 3, that is equal to 6. Square root of 2 times 2, so that is 6 square root of 4. So second one, multiply 2 square root of 2 times 2 square root of 3. 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. And then we have the same index. And then multiply the radicand. 2 times 3, the answer is equal to 6. And then 6 square root of 4 plus 4 square root of 6. So that becomes 6. And then the square root of 4, that is equal to 2. And then copy 4 square root of 6. 6 times 2, the answer is equal to 12. And then copy 4 square root of 6. We cannot combine 12 as whole number and then 4 square root of 6. So the final answer is 12 plus 4 square root of 6. In the given example, square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 3, multiply it with the square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 3. As you can see, we have the same value, same index and radicand, that is the square root of 2. Same with the second one, 2 square root of 3. But the only difference, we have plus and then minus. So as you can see, this is the solution for the difference of 2 square. So first, we need to multiply the square root of 2 and then square. Minus, because this is difference of 2 squares. So copy 2 square root of 3 and then square. So no need to get the outer and then the inner because the value that is equal to 6. So our focus is the square root of 2 square, the first and then the last. Square root of 2 square, that is square root of 4. And the square root of 4 is exactly equal to 2 minus 2 square, that is 4. Square root of 3 square, that is the square root of 9. And the square root of 9 is exactly equal to 3. Bring down 2. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. 2 minus 12, let us subtract. Copy the sign of the larger number. So the final answer is negative 10. An example for number 9, the quantity 4 plus 3 square root of 5 square. So this is the square of binomial. So we need to square 4. So 4 square. And then we need to multiply 2 times 4 times 3. So that becomes plus 2 times 4 times 3 times the square root of 5. And then we need to square plus 3 square root of 5 square. 4 times 4, the answer is equal to 16. 2 times 4 is 8 times 3, that is 24, copy square root of 5. 3 times 3, the answer is 9. And then square root of 5 times square root of 5 is the square root of 25. And the square root of 25 is exactly equal to 5. So 9 times 5. So bring down 16. And then 9 times 5, that is positive 45. And then copy 24 square root of 5. Let us combine 16 plus 45, that is equal to 61. And then copy 24 square root of 5. We cannot combine 64 because this is whole number. So the final answer is 61 plus 24 square root of 5. How about number 10? Square root of the quantity x minus y times 3, the square root of x minus y. So multiply outside the radical sign. That becomes 3. And then we have the same index. So that is the square root of x minus y and then square. So bring down 3, and then x minus y. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so quantity x minus y. So the final answer is 3 times x minus y. Instruction. Perform the indicated operation and express your answer in simplest form. Provide your answers in the comment section.
Enjoy learning mathematics. I'm Teresa Tubal. Thank you so much.